I just came in from the outside and it was cold out there. So I needed to wear some warm clothes to stay safe, like a scarf and a big fuzzy jacket. But now that I'm inside, it's not as cold. In fact, it's kind of hot, so I'm gonna take my jacket off. This week, boys and girls, we're talking more about weather, but we're talking about how we can stay safe in bad weather. Look at this picture behind me. What do you notice about the weather in this picture? How would you describe it? What words would you use to tell about how this picture looks? Well, let's see. I see big, dark storm clouds, and I also see bolts of lightning coming down from the sky. Ooh, this is a lightning storm. Wow. How might you stay safe in a lightning storm? That's an interesting question. In a minute, we get to read a really fun story about how animals stay safe in bad weather. But before we do, there are some tricky words in the story, and guess what? It would help us a lot if we knew what they meant. Here's the first one. The word that goes with this picture is prepare. Let's clap it out. Prepare. When you prepare, you get ready for something. In this picture, it's showing somebody stretching. A runner can prepare for a race by stretching. Prepare. How are you going to prepare for school? Next word is safe. When you are safe, you are not in danger. Let's clap it out. Safe. This picture shows a family in the car and they're all wearing their seat belts. That helps keep them safe. Smart. Next word, ready? This is a big one. The word is celebration. Whoa, let's clap that out together. Ready? Celebration. That's a big one. A celebration is a special activity in honor of a person or event. This picture shows the students celebrating the 100th day of school. Celebration. 2 more words and then we get to read our story. Listen carefully. This word is enough. When something is enough, it's all you needed. In this picture, the kids brought enough snacks for everyone to share. They have enough sandwich for everyone. It's all they needed. How many pencils do you think would be enough for all the kids in the whole school? This word again is enough. Last word, and then we get to read and listen for them in the story. This word is notice. Let's clap that one out together. Notice. When you notice something, you see it clearly. This girl in the picture notices that animal, a zebra, has stripes. What do you notice when a storm is about to happen? In this picture, we notice that the clouds get dark. Interesting. The story that we get to read now is a myth. It's a made-up story. But let's make sure to listen carefully for the vocabulary words we just learned about. And let's think. What are the ways that the animals stayed safe in the bad weather? The animals are the characters in this story. And I wonder where it's going to happen or where it's going to take place, the setting. Let's think about all these things as we read. I can't wait. Here we go. Now the title on the story cards is on the back. Let's read it together. Rainbow Crow. And I see the space between the words. Good thing that's there. It makes it a lot easier to read. Ready? A long time ago, Rainbow Crow played with his friends Owl and Coyote. Everything around them was warm and green. Wait a minute. That must be earlier on in the story before this picture, because although I see the color green, I see snow, which I know happens when it's cold. Let's keep reading. I could stay in the forest forever. It is so wonderful to be here with all our friends. Crow flew to the nearest branch. His beautiful colored feathers shined in the sun. Yes, he sang, this is a lovely place to be. Suddenly the clouds passed over the bright sun. The forest became dark and cold. Snow began to fall. Soon a thick blanket of snow and ice covered the beautiful trees and bushes. That makes sense. Now it's showing that part of the story when the snow came in and everything turned dark and cold. Let's keep reading to find out what the animals did. The animals did not know how to prepare for this kind of weather. They shivered in the freezing wind and became very scared. I wonder what's going to happen. Owl spoke first. One of us must go and ask Sun for warmth to melt the ice and snow. Who will make the long journey? Coyote shook the snow from his tail before speaking. I would go, but Sun knows that I play tricks and he will not trust me. Also, because I cannot fly, it would take many months for me to get there. Owl hooted in agreement. You're right, Coyote. You cannot go to Sun. I would make the journey, but I have trouble flying during the day. It would take me too long to fly to Sun, if only I fly at night. Coyote and Owl looked at Rainbow Crow. Rainbow Crow nodded his head. Then I will fly to Sun. I can fly quickly and over a long distance. When I'm gone, you must teach the other animals how to be safe in this cold, snowy weather. Coyote and Owl agreed. Rainbow Crow perched on a big rock, ready to fly away. Rainbow Crow flew for 3 days. He flew through heavy snow, fog, and even wind. Finally, he reached the fiery warmth of the sun. Crow begged Sun to melt the snow and ice. Please help us, sang Crow to the sun. All the animals in the forest are so cold, and all the trees and flowers and plants will freeze in the snow and ice. Sun thought for a long time. I cannot bring you my warmth, he finally said. Once the snow falls and ice forms, there's nothing I can do. But I can give you fire to melt the snow and ice from the earth. Sun found a stick. He lit one end of the stick on fire. Then he gave Crow the other end to hold in his beak. Hurry back to Earth with this stick, said Sun. This fire will be enough to save your friends and all the other living things. Crow thanked Sun and turned around to begin his long journey back to Earth. But as Crow flew away, he flew too close to the sun and his tail caught on fire. Let's keep reading and find out what happens to Rainbow Crow and all the other animals. Rainbow Crow flew back as fast as he could. As he flew, the smoke from the fire covered his wings. Soon, the rainbow colors turned black, like the color of thick smoke. But Rainbow Crow flew on. Whoa, look at what the smoke did to Rainbow Crow. Finally, he landed on a big rock in the forest. As Rainbow Crow stuck the fiery stick into the ground, the ice and snow began to melt, and the animals cheered in celebration. You did it, exclaimed Owl, who perched on a branch. near Rainbow Crow. "Thank you, dear friend," said Coyote. "I have lost my singing voice," said Rainbow Crow sadly. All he could say was caw, caw. "As I flew away from the sun, my throat became clogged with smoke from the fiery stick. Now I cannot sing and my feathers are as black as night." "Don't be sad," Owl said gently. "You saved us. We will always remember what you did. We will be proud of your bravery forever. No one will notice your black wings and hoarse voice." And so it was that the brave Rainbow Crow became honored by all living things. Now, let's think about the story we just read. Where did it take place? Where was the setting? Was it at the beach or in the forest? Most of the story took place in the forest. So the forest was the setting of the story, where it happened. There can be more than one setting in a story sometimes. And what about the characters? Who were the animals in the story? There was Rainbow Crow, there was Coyote. Can you think of one more character or animal that was in the story? I wonder. It's a myth, so we know it's a made-up story. But how might we prepare in real life if it was getting cold outside? What kind of clothes might we wear? Thanks for joining me this time, and I hope you have a fabulous day.